It's hard for me to imagine a better partner in this work.
I mean, we are looking forward to the next project that we can do with NRP because it's been such a positive experience for us.
We wouldn't be where we are without the vision, the creativity, and commitment of NRP.
NRP insists on high-quality talent professionals, and it shows. It shows in the product.
"2019, as I reflect on the year, has been a year of incredible highs and unfortunately some incredible lows. And the things that really stick out in my mind of this year was the pulling together of an incredible 25th year celebration for our ICC 2019.
The opening night of the ICC Summit, we had just taken our picture, big 25, and everyone was having a great time. And that was when the mayor of San Antonio presented David with Mayor for the Day. To me, that was probably the highlight of the whole year, but I will never forget that.
Really what stuck out during that amazing few days was watching Andy Tanner present David Heller with the surprise 25-year award. It was, just very heartfelt, seeing him being acknowledged for all that he's done for all of us and his vision.
It's absolutely amazing to see the growth of this company and what it's been able to achieve over the years. So I think that the recognition of what we've been able to accomplish, at that event was that was a lot of fun.
And the whole concept of innovation within our company was really celebrated at that event, and it was really exciting. It was really something special. Right on the heels of that, unfortunately, we had a tragic loss this year in Dan Markson, and so I can't think of 2019 without losing a great friend. And it affected me personally, affected our company, and it affected my family. And I look at the work that Dan did with just incredible appreciation and legacy. And I think the way that the company rallied around that tragic moment and came together is something that I will remember in 2019.
It's been full of a lot of highs and a lot of lows this year. Another super high, I think, for 2019 would be the WIN panel that we had.
WIN at NRP, which is the Women's Inclusion Network. And it was one of the first meetings we held, and it was, maybe about 20, 25 women at NRP. Actually, women and men can attend. And it was just, Jen Baus and I got to do it together and speak kind of about our experiences and how we got to even be in the roles that we are, and some of the either challenges or opportunities and how they kind of came about. And so those opportunities together really stood out for me in 2019.
If someone had told me 14 years ago that I would be presenting a panel of all women developers at NRP, I don't think I would have ever believed it.
Me particularly for 2019, some really exciting projects down in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. And we opened a development called Parkwood Station, literally right on the brand new blue line, and it's been hugely successful so far and super proud of it. And at the same time, within 2 miles of that, of this high-end luxury market rate housing, we're doing what's in our DNA, which is affordable housing, at another stop on the same transit line, and that's going to be opening in 2020. And both of those projects took a ton of collaboration internally and externally. And again, it's more of the same of what NRP is really good at, which is just working with other people. And it's super gratifying to see that happening.
Unfortunately for us, we did experience at Technology Challenge this year that is not the highlight of what I think 2019 was about. I think the highlight is that because of a crisis, we saw a company come together.
Just everybody at NRP coming together to support these individuals and these properties through this very tough time. You know, it meant a lot to me. I think it meant a lot to all of those affected, and it really kind of brought our core values to life, kind of brought them off the page, so to speak. So I thought that was one thing that really impacted me in 2019.
The way we came together, the way we overcame that as a team was something that I was very proud of. I'm very proud of all of you, and I hope that strength carries us into the future. As I look forward to 2020 and the next 25 years, I'm just really excited about the future, and I'm excited because we've built a strong core of people.
We have in store for the company one of the most tremendous years I think we've ever had.
We are proud to announce a transformational $1.2 million gift from our friends at NRP Group and the Millennia Companies to develop the CSU Center for Property Management in Armani Ahuja School of Business.
Growth is great, but it's also not easy to do well. So ensuring that you have the systems and the people here to execute well, I think is really important and something I'm looking forward to.
The growth isn't new. Over the past 3 years, we've just been growing immensely. It's been highly expansive. And my job, or what I believe my job is to be out in front of the growth and to ensure that I'm providing the tools and the resources to the staff to ensure that we can still be successful and execute on a high level.
And I love seeing the new faces. With all the expansion that we continue to have, there's always new faces. You know, some are very young and new, some are coming from other places. The common factor is they're all excited to be here.
It's hard to narrow down just one. I will tell you almost all of my favorite moments in 2019 typically were associated with an associate going above and beyond, or you know, spreading some smiles and making me laugh. And those are the ones that kind of jump off the page to me.
That you can create all of the 5-year plans that you want on paper, but if you don't have the people to execute it and the passion behind it, and the A-plus players as part of that team, you're never going to accomplish it. And it's something that I think has happened quite organically, despite any of the best laid plans that we possibly could have had. It's because of all of you that have brought us to this point, and I really have to say thank you.
I moved to Texas and nothing is going as planned. And it was to the point to where, you know, I actually couldn't afford the apartment they had waiting on me. So I remember calling Samantha and I told her my voucher was cut short and just thanks for everything. Because at this point I was just like, there's no getting back from this. And so I could hear it in her voice. She was just so sad and everything. So she was like, well, you know what? Let me give you a call back. Let me see what I can do to help. And so at this moment, I just gave up the thought of moving. I just gave up. And so about an hour later, I get a call from Robin. And she told me not to worry because she had an apartment for me. And I just thanked her right then and there. Because I knew there was a God and I knew He heard my cry. And it was time for me to go. And someone on the other end was fighting for me and helping me. So I can say that Robin, Abby, Samantha, AJ became family. From the warm hugs to beautiful smiles that I'm greeted to every day with joy. The Becky gave me an opportunity to not only have a place to stay, but to start a new life, not only for myself, but for my kids.